few days ago I got a sore throat and took an hour off on Friday and I went to bed. I stayed in bed for a couple of days. I rang a GP over that time and asked them, should I get tested? And they were like, listen, you don't have any of the main symptoms, so just stay in your room, see how you are on Monday and take it from there. I found myself since yesterday developed a very small cough, so they booked me in for a test tomorrow. I've moved my computer up to my box room here, so my bedroom. So yes, this is going to be a very cozy couple of days. Hopefully don't get cabin fever. It hasn't been that bad so far. I think in a way it was nice to be working up here because I wasn't stressing out about, other people being around, and even spreading a cold isn't good this time of year when other people in the house have jobs. And yeah, so far so good. I'm getting tested tomorrow afternoon, so yeah, hoping to get the results soon enough after that. They took my details, they came over, they put one swab down the back of my throat, and then they put one in my nose. That seemed to go really deep and seemed to last for a while, but yeah, it's quite a strange feeling, but small price to pay to get tested. So I think the most difficult thing so far about living in a box room has probably been just trying to get dressed. You can see here the table and the closet don't really fit together too well, so getting clothes out of the closet is quite difficult. Okay, so I'm delighted to say that my test came back from the HSC 33 hours after I got the test, which is sooner than they said it would take. They said it would take 2 to 3 days, so that's great. And I got negative, obviously. So I'm out of my room and I'm in my living room. So things I've learned from this whole experience: get tested as soon as you possibly can. The sooner you get tested, the less worried, the less anxiety, the sooner it's all over. If you think you've got a cold but you're ringing the GP anyway, explain to them that if you're living with other people, that you would like to get a test if possible, if it's not going to overrun the system. And be ready to isolate, be prepared, have your PPE, have your hand sanitizer. So when you are isolating, when you do have to leave the room briefly, you can clean your hands before you do so. Even if you're someone who thinks they might get cabin fever, a couple of days isn't that bad, and you feel better when you don't feel like you could potentially be spreading something. Number 3, have your entertainment ready. Netflix, books, the more the merrier in terms of this. Number 4, communication. Have some, obviously you need friends and family that you can talk to on the phone to when you're stuck in your room. That obviously helps, and it's to have someone that can drop some food at the door like I did, luckily, makes a huge difference, so you don't have to go to the shops. Do whatever you can to prevent getting a cold or a flu. A cold or a flu these days is much worse than it was before because of all the potential implications of cold. I'm taking vitamin D now because I found that helped me not get colds before. So yeah, whatever you can do, just don't get sick, whatever